Okay, I just recorded this entire video and it was out of focus. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, when was the last time I sat down and I filmed a video? It's been a while. To my 3 subscribers, I'm so sorry. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Recently, well not recently, like over the last 6 months or so, I have started reading a lot. And I have amassed quite the amount of books. I was thinking what if I did a book haul? And then I was like, Katie, that's a great idea. So today, we're gonna be filming a book haul. I'm just gonna randomly pull. I have quite a few. This is Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I have not read this one yet. I'm about 20 pages into it. But I have read the first book in this series, and I really like this. It's about these 2 guys who used to be college roommates. They suffer from a near-death experience, and then they get a superpower. I really liked the first book a lot, so obviously I had to read the second book. It does bother me these are not the same size, but that's my bad. I love V.E. Schwab. Even her as a person. I follow her on Instagram. I love her. Another book by V.E. Schwab is The Savage Song. I read this a couple days ago, and I have just a singular little tab chilling right here. This quote really resonated with me. I don't know, man. So it's about monsters that stem from acts of violence. They're created at the scene of these acts of violence. You know, let's say someone gets murdered, a monster just pops up. Just read it. It's really good. Kate Harker's a badass. I love her. This is the last V.E. Schwab book. I have A Darker Shade of Magic. This is the first book in the trilogy, which I think the trilogy is called A Darker Shade of Magic too. I picked this up a couple days ago. I don't know much about it. I know there's magic. And yeah, that's about all I know about it, but I've heard great things. This next book I picked up from the thrift store sometime over the summer. It's kind of underground, you wouldn't know about it. I honestly was not planning on reading this book after I picked it up, but I got bored one day. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine, I'll read a chapter. Maybe I'll like it. And oh my god, this was so good. It's a classic for a reason. You know, literally the only thing I can think of, when I look at this book, is Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm ruined. And I want to read more books set in the 20s and 30s. Hopefully, I can look into that. These next 2 books, I loved so much. First, we have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I annotated this book. I had a lot to say. If this gives you any indication as to how much I liked this. It's so good. It's knockoff Harry Potter, but in the best way possible. It was so funny. I loved this book so much. I can't get over it. I just can't. Then, we have the second book. I don't know where the dust jacket to this book is because I don't keep the dust jacket on it because it's beautiful. Look at the gold. Gold. The silver foiling on this, it is just beautiful. They're going on a road trip across America. And yeah, I'm really bad at giving a synopsis of a book, but it was really good. I really liked it. Then we have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I don't know too much about this book. All I know is what I've read. On the back of it, it takes place at Oxford. It's got a witch. It's got a vampire, and I'm excited to read it. I'll probably read it in October. It's good for the time. This is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. I just finished this book yesterday, actually. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best thing I've ever read. It was kind of sad towards the end too. I was not expecting that, but it was fun. It's about witches. What more could you ask for? Move on to some Stephen King, which I have. I started with Pet Sematary. I kind of hate the cover of this book. The purple and the blue, it's just not working for me. But that's not the point. I really liked the content of this book. It's about, you have a cemetery, you can bury your animal, and basically it'll come back to life. But it'll be a shell of your former animal. It's your animal, but evil and weird kind of thing, you know what I mean? Next, after that, I read Misery, which is also really good. I also love the cover of this book. It's so pretty. I love the blue and then just the red pop. It's about this novelist who gets kidnapped by his #1 fan, and then she gets pissed because she finds out that he kills off one of her favorite characters in his novels, and then she makes him stay at her house until he rewrites her into the series. And it's just really good. I watched the movie for this, which it was pretty good. The book was a lot more gory than the film was. And I wanted some gore, you know what I mean? Next, I read Salem's Lot, which has been my favorite King book so far. Although I really didn't like realize what exactly this book was about until like halfway through. Like the ambiance of this book, like small town, weird things are happening. I really liked it. And then we also have The Shining. I started this a couple of weeks ago. I honestly have not read too much of it. I'm on page like 113. Yes. I'm kind of bored, honestly. But I watched the movie last year, and I thought the beginning of the movie was boring too, so maybe it'll pick up. Okay, so then we have Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I had to read Fahrenheit 451 like senior year for my lit class, and I actually really enjoyed that book. So I decided to pick this up. I have no idea what it's about. I know there's like a circus. No, a carnival. I keep calling it a circus. It's a carnival. Some weird things happen. That's all I got. Then we have The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. I also don't know what this book is about. I know it's about witches, but that's all I got. It's got these cool red, what are these, sprayed edges. And yeah, I guess we'll see. And then we have this behemoth, Midnight Sun, which is Twilight, but from Edward's perspective. This book is so long for like absolutely no reason. She could have cut it down to half, and I would have been like, yeah, that was a good read. After page like 400, I was like, dear God, when does it end? Trick question, it doesn't. Like, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna read it again, but it was decent. Okay. Last book. I got the, I think this is the 10th anniversary edition of Sorcerer's Stone. Look at this cover art. It's so cool. We have him in front of the mirror of Erised in the back, and it's just so pretty. I think, it's Mary Grand Prix? I think is how you say that. The thing that like really made me want this book was Under the Dust Jacket. Look at this. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look at this spine. Love the gold stars. And it also has this little artwork. Very nice. Hagrid going up to the castle. A little scribble of Snape. This is just really cool. And I got it for like 14 bucks. So that's not bad. I hope you enjoyed the book. I'm gonna put this down. I hope you enjoyed the book haul. I'm sure there's not that many people watching this video, but I really wanted to do it. So I did it. See you in my next video.